Hello everybody, this is Count Cristo and welcome back. There's something weird going on with my OBS. I think it's recording now. Hello everybody. Welcome back to Factorio. Professional streamer, whatever, YouTuber, you know what I mean. Okay, so the game's been running for a second while I've been, I was off smack talking Adaway in his stream. But we're back with glorious Factorio. So we're low on power because I don't have enough coal down here. It's fine, easily fixed. Stick some more coal down there. Okay. Right, so what's I going to do? That's right, automation, right. So we need some science to get automation going, really. So, we're going to build a bunch of these science packs. Regular science packs, super easy to build regular science packs. And then you do is you get those science packs and you put them in these things, labs. So let's make some labs. Let's probably make the labs first, then make some science packs. You can make them in your inventory. Of course, it's much more productive to make them, you know, in what are called assembling machines, which are... Right, we haven't invented them yet. We're inventing these machines, which you can just make these from it on your own, or on their own rather. So to make one of these, you need one copper plate and one iron gear wheel. So what we'll do is we'll get the iron from down here. Why have you stopped? Right, yeah, stone. What we'll do is we'll get the iron from down here, and we'll put it in an assembly machine to make gears, and then we'll get the copper from up here. We'll put the gears and the copper into an assembly machine that makes science. We put the science in the science lab, and we make science. Huzzah! As you can see, lots of things take these. What's a good abbreviation for this? BCB. Basic circuit boards. Anyway, the BBs, I guess. BCBs. These are BCBs, and they take a long time to craft your inventory just because you need a lot of them. So we're probably going to have quite a bit of our factory dedicated towards producing a whole bunch of those. Copper wire is a pain. We're gonna make some automation of this. It's gonna be glorious. This soundtrack is lovely. What is this? 38 minutes in. This is from Europa Universalis Rome. This is Imperator. That is a very nice sounding song. Wait, is that right? 38. No, this is the Highland Wanderer from Europa Universalis 3. Cool. Anyway, Factorio. Right. I love Paradox soundtracks. Anyway. Alright, so you get these, and you're going to stick some of these in them, and there we go. Now this is going nice, and it's going to take 10 to finish, because as you recall, it takes 10. It takes 10 seconds per science pack, and 10 rounds, if that makes sense. Some of these require 30 seconds per science pack, and 100 rounds of both red and blue and green, and then way down the line, things are going to require red, green, yellow, pink, and yellow, I guess. Now, I think you... Oh, and there's military as well. And then when you launch a rocket, you get, like, yellow ones, which are called, like, space science packs or something. But I don't know where you spend them on, because haven't you already got everything by then? Like, that's at the end of the tech tree, so I don't know what you spend those final tier science packs on. Maybe they can stand in for anything, maybe. Ooh, that'd be interesting. But yeah, I don't know. Let's fill these up. Get automation going. Alright, just maybe a bunch of these. Didn't I make more labs than this? Yes, there we go. There we go. As you can see, it takes 10 seconds to use each of these as per the technology level. Alright, give me some coal. Just top up everything that needs coal. All of these things. Hey! And that's a great noise. That's the we've done research noise. Fantastic. Next up, let's get... logistics. Underground belts, fast inserters, splitters, all very useful. And just distribute those. Nice. Now we can build these assembling machine ones. Incredibly valuable and useful devices that we shall use many of in the process of building our glorious factory. Oops, I think I just took them out of this. I think I put them in here when I meant to put them in here. Anyway. Okay, here it comes, our first assembly machine. Glory be. Let's pin some of these down here, things that I'll use a lot. Oh, right, I was going to do the radar. I'll set some assembling going, and then I'll go and do the radar. Okay, so one of the most basic things we're going to want to do is red science packs. So we'll set up like a real quick and dirty red science pack production area, just to get some science going. And then later on, we'll have some nice... Well, I say nice. We'll have some relatively nice areas producing things in a kind of semi-efficient way. And I hasten to caveat all these things because I'm not very good at this game. I have played it probably for like hundreds of hours, but I've played it for hundreds of hours in quite a kind of stubborn, not very efficient way, if that makes sense. I'm going to try and be better this one. I'm going to try and get my ratios right and be more efficient. But I say that most times. Okay, so iron's going to come up here. Iron gets turned into gears. All right, so let's start early. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is build gears and then put the gears and some, right, put a bunch more of these, and copper in something that makes the science packs. Now, so let's do our first little bit of maths. So, gears, you produce 1 gear every 0.5 seconds from 2 iron plate. Okay, so once we get 2 gears per second. This recipe consumes 1 gear every 5 seconds, which means off 1 gear producing factory, we could have 10 factories producing red science. I think that's right. Well, we don't need that many, I think, right at the beginning. Let's make 4. Oops, I did that wrong. There we go. Can I do this? Hang on, let me just clear that. Can I copy this and then click and drag? I can, that's so good. Okay, so what we'll do, you're going to need some inserters. These are electronic inserters, they don't require fuel. These things, by the way, you can't build assembling machines that run off power. Sorry, they run off fuel, they have to run off power. Okay, so we're going to get these inserters, which we'll pin. So we're going to put steel in here, and then it'll come out here. Sorry, cogs will come out here, and they'll go in here, and here, and here, and no, here. That's the wrong place for that. We can go there. Awesome. And what we're going to have running along here is a belt to carry the metal, the iron to here, and then yeah, so these don't really want to be like this. They want to be alongside like this. There we go. All right, so this belt is going to become one of the things that we use the most of. So I'm definitely going to pin that there. So iron's going to come in here, and then gears go out here. Glorious. Now we need some actual iron in here, so we go down here and grab some of this stuff. Like this, and then comes over here and goes up here. Great. And that should start working as soon as I power these. There we go. Nice. It's not balanced or anything. This is just a quick and dirty thing to get some science going. And then the science can come out the other side. Like this. Gonna need some more, what do I do? Shift Q? No. What was it? Alt Q. Alt Q to build a bunch of these. Okay. And then we're gonna put it in here. Let me just build one more. So it comes out here, and then in there. Great. Fabulous. Yeah, so keep giving me inserters. Come out here. There we go. Okay, I think that should work now. Now, there are various things that can slow down production. One is an insufficient raw resource coming in. Not a problem. One is the crafting rate on the machines. Not the problem. The problem right now is the rate at which we can put the raw resource into the assembling machine. As you can see, that's what's currently holding it up. Why aren't these taking the gears? They also need copper. I forgot about that. Okay. It's well, I'll work on that in a second. What do I do? Alt Q? Alt Q. Alt Q. It's not working. Probably because I don't have enough resources for it. Now, Alt Q. Why isn't Alt Q working all of a sudden? I'm confused. Alt Q, Q. Wasn't Alt Q build item? Color me confused. Q click? No. Alt Q. I swear it was Alt Q. Shift Q? No. Control Q? No. I'm very confused. I swear, build selected item. Controls, mods. I'll get better at all this. I apologize, there's quite a bit of this. Try and craft the selected entity. Alt Q. Alt Q. How about if I have this out? Alt Q. I don't understand what's going on. I have iron. I have copper. I have wood. I have everything I need to build an inserter. I can do it like this. And so if I Alt Q, it should add to the list. Maybe caps locks should be on. No, that seems unlikely. Let me reset that. No, not mods. Yeah, sure, whatever. Controls. Mods. Try and craft a selected entity. Alt Q. Alt Q. I don't get it. Does it work on other things? No. I'm very confused. Alt Q. That was working. It was working just a second ago. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We can just do it from here. I'll worry about that later. Okay, so what we need is more iron going into this thing. So rather than sending up there, let's go up here, and then along here. We'll deconstruct all this. And then 2 more going in. And we'll see if that's enough to get this thing working at full capacity. It won't work now, because these need copper. This, by the way, is very spaghetti-y. Maybe you have to be like this. Alt Q. There we go. It's a ghost. It works on ghost entities, but not on normal entities. Okay, I understand. I understand. Good. I'm glad I figured that out. Not that it was hugely complicated. All right, these. Just put some in there right now to get these things all going. Okay, this, by the way, this little marker on here isn't from a mod. Yellow means everything's good. Yellow, like that, means output isn't fast enough. Red means input isn't fast enough. It's very handy for telling you what you need to change. So I'm going to do here. That won't work. How can I do this? I could make it's a bit squirrely. What I'll do is this. I'll put the belt down here. And then I'll put a bunch of inserters here. 2's probably going to be enough for now. Like that. Alt Q, 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 Q. Fabulous. Okay, now all the science is going, and the science gets automatically inserted into here. We're going to need to change this up a bit. There we go. Sweet. See, Alt Q on that one worked. Why did that work? I don't know. Alright, more copper for the copper god. Give me a couple more of these. Now these at the moment are using 1 every 10 seconds, and this is producing 1 every 5 seconds, so we can have twice as many of these as these. But remember, later texts become increasingly long. So we're going to basically need lots of labs. Right, so it's taking a minute to build all these things. No, it needs to go that way. Logistics is finished, huzzah. Let's do military, because I'm scared. I think the bites are going to come and kill me. So I'm going to research military. Let's get some crushed stone out of there and there. Let's top up our coal-using entities. Nice even spread. Bloop. Fantastic. Right, you're going to need to pull this out of here. Stick a power pole there. Great, some copper coming down. So this whole thing is now entirely automated, except for putting coal into these things and these things. Okay, so I guess that should be the next thing that we do a little bit of automation on. We should make it so that the actual mining of stirritite and then turning into copper, and the mining of sapphirite and turning into copper is entirely automated. Here's a long-term problem that I should think about from very early. I'll talk about it while I run around with some of these. Let me just build a bunch of those so I can Alt Q on them. Alt Q, 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 Q. No, it's not working because I don't have enough. I should have everything. Alt Q. Why isn't it? Maybe you have to be right next to sign to Alt Q on it. Maybe you have to not be right next to sign to Alt Q on it. I don't know. I don't know. Let me build some more of these. Okay. Alright, we're going to need some more poles as well. If we're going to go on a long trip. Alright, bunch more poles. Okay, and we'll head off to the east. Alright, new tech while we're away. Mechanical refining allows ore crushers as opposed to burner ore crushers. That'll be good. That'll let us simplify that process a bit once we want to automate it. So, what I was saying, longer term problem. We've got these mineral... Oh, that looks funky. No, thank you. Right, these are in the way. You could also just like shoot down the trees. That takes a bit longer. And you don't get the wood out of it. It's a bit of a waste, but oh well. What was I doing? Right, poles. They're producing a bunch more poles now. Give them a second. I guess I might as well go out, place this, and then come back. with the poles. Yes, so we have a certain amount of resources around the place. And when those run out, if we haven't got new resource inputs, we're kind of doomed. So we need to make sure we can get to the stage of the game where we can be sending trains out to get resources before these initial things run out. We're going to get a technology fairly soon called... Where is it? I don't see it. It's called YARM, I believe. I can search, can't I? Yeah, YARM. Resource. I can't spell, by the way, in case you didn't know it's about me. Resource. Monet. Where is my... There it was. Alright, this. Resource monitoring. And that lets us tell precisely how long until a ore patch runs out at its current rate of mining. It's very, very, very valuable. As you can see if I go on the minimap here, these things, there's 383,000 ore in that thing, 392,000 in that. But that will run out sooner than you might expect. It will run out. And when it does run out, yeah, like I say, if we don't have trains running up by that point, well, it's kind of game over, really. So, hopefully, we won't run out before we get trains up and running. But I'm going to make a, a fairly determined attempt to make sure... No. I want you to take down the pole. There we go. Fairly determined attempt to make sure that we, we go quite quickly towards a position where we're going to have the capacity to pull in lots of extra resources from other places or from around the world. All right, this wants to go about there. Will do. And there we go. Nice. That looks wrong. I think it doesn't have any power. All right. There. Now does it have power? Why is there no power over here? Have I made one of these just a bit too long? Or is that not in the range? No, it's definitely in the range. Where's the brake? I don't see it. Finished mechanical refining. Gun turrets. Very valuable for holding off aliens. Gun turrets. There is something in the game... Here's the brake. There is something in the game called turret creep. There you go. Nice cross vision we have. But you can see the pollution is already kind of reaching the edge of that. So it's not great. What was I saying? Right, there's something in the game called turret creep, where you run up to an enemy base, and you just deploy turrets next to it, and then they kill it. And it's really quite easy, and I'm going to ban it. So the only way I'm allowed to kill turrets is using my weapons, or the weapons on vehicles, or like ramming vehicles into them. Not by placing down turrets in range of them. That's going to make it quite a bit harder, but I think it'll make it more fun. Give me the coal, stick the coal in the things, and stick the coal up here as well. Good. Why aren't these running now? Ah, probably too much stone, as always. Okay, so the way you fix the stone, it's not the most elegant of solutions, but the way you fix the stone is you pull out the stone into a assembling machine, which turns it, sorry, the crushed stone, I should try to be precise, and you turn it straight into stone. And the reason you do this is that it's very difficult at the very beginning to have inserters pull specific things out, except by just putting something down that only wants that thing. So this is just going to make stone, and then we'll grab the stone, and we'll put it in a box. Nice and simple. But don't build wooden chests. Put them in iron chests, because they're larger. There we go. So now, this thing will constantly get emptied of the stone, because it'll be taking it out. It looks like the stone level is going to rise very slightly, with only one inserter doing this. So I guess we will fix that and put 2 down. We'll need to put some extra power poles here. Now it should be dropping over time. Looks like it is. Yes, good. Okay, and that will sort that. Good. So we're going to turn the crushed stone straight into that, and that should be now. Perfect. It's going to run forever. Good. Now we can do the same thing up here, maybe in a slightly more elegant style. Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's going to be exactly as inelegant. Oh well. Don't know why that would surprise me. Let's copy paste this recipe like that, and stick down some power poles. There we go. So now stone is being pulled out of here, and we want to put it, same thing, straight into a box. I would like a box on my task. This is called my tool belt down here. The quick select things. Once I get used to hitting Q on things to build more of them, you'll need the toolbar less. That's what I was trying to get at. These are underground belts, and I can demonstrate a very cool mod that I have installed called Orphaned Underground Belts. So you just put one down one, and then don't put down another. It's not working. If I delete this one. There we go. And he goes, ah! Puts a circle around it. That's wrong. Because you very rarely, if ever, want an orphaned underground belt like that. And now we have underground belts. I can make this a bit better. Because now I can do this. I can say, hey, copper, go underground to here. And go like this. Oh, I don't have enough. I keep thinking, oh, there we go. Produce me a bunch of this. Okay, I think I'm out of iron. And copper. So give me a bunch more of that. Alright. Yeah, just produce tons more of this, please. Great. And so now we don't need this. We just need like this. Good. And now, when this bit fills out, copper goes on this side, cogs go on this side. Beautiful thing. We're going to need some more labs. Even though the labs are currently not doing anything. Should we sell fix? Long inserters, walls, greenhouses. That's how you automate wood production. Optics, sticky notes. Electronics. You can produce solder, solder plate, tin copper wire, insulated wire, basic electronic components, resistors basically. Bibs, basic electronic boards, and metal mixing furnaces. Interesting. Crafting speed research upgrade. Steel processing. Steel processing is very useful. Bob, you're confusing me with all your extra stuff. Let's go with walls. Let's just play it real safe early on. We found the biters yet? No, we haven't. That's good. That's good news. Right, all of this area needs electricity, and there we go. Lots more science is being done. Look how fast that's going. It's crazy. Glorious. Right, so automating mining. For that, we're going to need a bunch more stone furnaces. A bunch more electric drills. Excuse me a second. Sorry, clearing my throat. What else do I need? Electronics assembling machines. Does seem pretty valuable. I'm just gonna go. You know what? I'm just gonna do all of them. I'm gonna do all of them because I don't really need anything right now, and we're gonna want all the science basically. We're going to need more science labs as well. Oh, I have an extra radar. I'll just put it up here, I guess. Okay. The thing about having these radars out here as well is I think the biters will attack them first. If the biters come in from far afield, you know, they'll run into a radar and kill that rather than coming towards my base. Because they will just, like, destroy everything. The bad guys, the biters, as they're called. They will just, you know, come in and eat your conveyor belts and all that kind of stuff. And totally ruin your day. There we go. What is it? What's the shape now? It's kind of like a really simple squid, I guess. It's like the head, don't they? I don't know what I'm on about. Alright. Okay. Right, so automating this stuff. Okay. Ah, I think Lambert might be joining me. Give me just a quick moment. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to automate this. So we're going to need a whole bunch of it mined. I'm going to leave the basic one there for now. Just so that if I muck something up while I'm trying to make it all automated, it doesn't totally ruin my day. Do I need more of this? Iron. I need some more iron. Can I just... what I should do is have a little reservoir of iron and copper like this. Not a very big one. This red boxing, by the way, is you kind of limit something. So now it won't fill it past here. No, you fill up to here. And iron stacks in 200s, I think. I don't remember. I think it's 200s. So now I can just grab from here. And that's like my little reserve of iron, if you like. So that should be good. Okay, so we're going to mine the iron, and then we're going to need to start planning things. Now, you want to kind of... Space is kind of limited, because the further you go, the closer to biters you're going to be, right? Because they're in all directions, and they're, you know, the map is infinite. It's not actually infinite, it's, you know, it's generated as you go, but, you know, it's effectively infinite. I'm going to do something like smelting here, and then like major production over here, and we're going to have something which is called a bus well, not for most, but for a lot of our production. Which means we're going to have like a big kind of artery of resources flowing from our area where we refine metals and other stuff. It will be mostly metals to start with, but it'll be other stuff later. And it's going to flow from there into this great big kind of artery running along here. And then from this artery, we'll pull off resources into production chains going north and south. And that's basically the very simplistic layout of how this is all going to work. So let's start off as we mean to go on. So we're going to have, refining here, and kind of it'll probably go up here and down here eventually, and then producing over here. So this area here, we're going to reserve for refining, which means all these trees are going to have to go. We're going to get something called nanobots relatively soon, perhaps immediately. And they're going to let us build stuff and tear stuff down much more quickly. Those of you who are really into the game may consider nanobots kind of cheaty. They're kind of like getting what's later called robots early, but I like them. I think they reduce some of the tedium of the very early game, and they are quite expensive to use. Like, they get used up as you use them to deconstruct stuff and to construct stuff, so I don't feel that bad about it. By the way, knowing that I am not an expert, you are all extremely welcome to give me any advice you have in the comment section. I read all the comments, so I will see your cries of agony at my horrendous, unpleasant to look at and inefficient designs. Alright, so we're going to bring this stuff down here. We're going to refine it like this. It's worth noting that the refining setup that I'm about to build, excuse me, is going to get torn down pretty quickly. A reason being, it's going to be very simple. And in this set of mods, let me just think for a second. Stuff goes in here and here, so the next one goes here. Good. It's going to be really simple, and no, we go out this way. It's going to be really simple, and later we get more efficient ways of refining ore, basically. And when we have a more efficient way of doing it, obviously we want to switch wholesale to the more efficient way, because it's, a better use of our resources. So, all these things are temporary, but we're going to try and keep this area generally used for refining. This is a cool thing we have, belt lanes. So, like, you want to have one belt going down like this, or you could have 6 of them. It's quite cool. I'm slightly too many. I should take a second to take these down. But yes, it's just lots of little... I've got lots of little convenience mods like that are really nice, really convenient. And as I say, slightly cheaty, because they do make the game, easier. It's just easier to play. There's a certain degree of automation to it. But as I say, like, it doesn't bother me. I hope it doesn't bother you too much. I don't imagine it will, because most of you are probably here because of me rather than Factorio. So I doubt you're. I say that like I'm not trying to flatter myself. Just the reality of the situation. That if someone goes to try and watch Factorio, I'm not the one person they're going to find on their search results. But so you probably don't know that much about Factorio. So you're mostly here, I assume, for my attempts at wit, which I apologise for. We're going to put some of these here. Some mining drills like this, this, and this. I don't know why I'm doing the copper first. Iron is much more important, but oh well. Does that one cover the other side? Yes, it does. Good. Oh, these aren't actually plugged in at all. There we go. Loads of copper production. Not copper, sorry. Stirotite, excuse me. That's quite loud if I zoom right in, isn't it? But it's quite good. I don't know, it's quite a satisfying rumbling noise. Anyway, so stuff coming down here. Next, we need to crush it. Okay, so crushers. Burn ore crushers. I'd like to build some ore crushers. Ore crushers require stone. It's unfortunate. So we're going to do this. Stone is smelted. Sorry, stone bricks are just smelted bricks. So we're going to do something like this. No power. That's why I like having the coal mining not being done by power. It lets you make sure that your coal stuff doesn't switch off. But that being said, I am going to do some coal mining via power, just so I don't have to keep looking up here. So the coal is going to get automatically transported over towards the power area. Like this. And then we're going to have some burner inserters. Burner inserters are better for pollution than electric inserters, I believe, because they themselves don't produce any pollution. And it's just the... For some reason, I think they just don't produce pollution. They might have patched that, of course. I haven't played in a while. But if it's still how it was, they don't produce pollution. There we go. Awesome. So now some coal will start coming down if I had the good sense to power my drill. Awesome. So power's automated. We're working our way towards this. I am going to take a very short break while I get Lambert in here, and then we're going to confuse him with our wonderful little factory. But until next time, thanks very much, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.